Hey, it's Mimi. I'm back with another video, and we are going to attempt to change the rings here. Um, I haven't watched a video about it. It seems simple. I hope that it is. I got a toolkit, but I found a little Allen wrench that I already had, and so it seems to fit perfectly. So here we go. Um, So it seems to me, really, let's see, no gold screws. I just thought about that. Okay. Well, and I have had this, I am just opening this up. I had it for almost a month now, and I'm just not opening it, so don't know if it's past the return date. However, they are a reputable, top-notch, top-tier company, so I'm sure that any issues that may arise, that it will work out. Okay, so it seems like this just popped right off of there, and prayerfully, I'll just pop these right back on the screws that are already there underneath. And I hope I'm not getting myself in the video because I am not camera ready. Keep saying I was going to show my face. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Don't want to scare everybody away. Okay. So, okay, this seems to be going back in nicely. Okay, I'm excited about this. This is actually my birthday present to myself. One of several birthday presents to myself. So, yeah, I treat myself to very nice things. And guess what? It's always just what I wanted. Oh, it's always just what I wanted. So, okay, so I got that back in. Okay, that was easy, pretty simple. Okay, so you just unscrew it. Don't dislodge if they're able to be dislodged. Don't dislodge the screws that are embedded in underneath, and just sit your rings on top of the screws underneath there and insert the screws again, and you are good to go. Okay, so this is actually January start date, but I'm going to open them up anyway because it's just so pretty. I intended to order, they used to years ago, and I don't know if they still do, used to get buy them by the quarter. So, but I did see that they have their 2024 on, I'm sorry, 2023 pages on clearance. So, I might just grab, make sure I'm still in the frame. I may just grab that and, just to start the rest of the year. Okay, so this is a information page. Okay, name, address, phone number. I don't know if you can see that. Years, 3 years at a glance. That comes in handy quite frequently. Your planning start guide that shows you how to use it. And though, years ago they used to have classes that they would send salespeople to, your managers to, and I believe they still do, to show you how to use it and how to utilize, how to get the most from your Franklin Covey pages. And it comes with a yearly calendar. That's great because we know these pages are more expensive than the other pages that you can find. Certainly you can find some much cheaper, but again, you're paying for the name, you're paying for the quality of the pages. So these are the yearly calendars, which I don't like my planner full. I don't like my planner full, so I'm just going to just put in 3 months at a time. I'm just going to do January to March. Well, I'll do April because there's some things in April that I want to make note of. Okay, so I'm just going to put in April pages. Then we have our daily pages. The beginning of the page, I guess, has a single notes page. The beginning of the month, has a notes page. And on the back is 1 page per day. I like to keep it simple. Again, and the 3 areas that I do need to keep track of things, I like to keep separate notebooks. I like to keep separate planners so that that's just the way my mind works. I do cross over. I do add some things that are really pressing into all of my calendars just so that I won't miss it, because the more planners you use, you run the risk of missing key dates or key items that you need to do. But I do cross post things that are very important to multiple planners. So this page per day gives you a 2-month overview, which is always valuable. Gives you a priority task list. I'm looking for a pointer, which I don't have available at the time. And then it has your appointment schedule, which I used to not use, but since I'm not working outside of the home anymore, there is a greater chance of me getting sidetracked. So I found that when I use time blocking, I use a time schedule like this, that I am much more productive. We have to be disciplined enough to hold ourselves accountable, make sure we're going to stick to the schedule. But this works for me. It works so much more better for me. And then a place for daily notes that if I need to jot down anything that I want to remember, I want to take notes, something that comes to mind that day. And so this is the blooms page per day. I like the pink and green, again, this binder is called Nostalgia Rose. However, it looks rose on camera and also in print. On the brochure, it looks rose, but in person, mine is more of a mauve color. It's more of a mauve color. And so it looks nice with the blooms, with the soft pastel colors of the blooms. Now, I think that, for the daily pages, I'm only going to put a month at a time. And I like to keep my daily pages separate from my month pages. Some planners, it's very rare that you find them, but most planners have the weekly pages right behind the monthly tabs, but I like to keep it separate. It just makes me easier to find what I'm looking for. Okay, so I'm going to set those aside. Now I have my line pages. And I just got 1 pack of these because I know somewhere, embedded somewhere, I do have more of these. Okay, bear with me 1 second. Okay. And then I like to change up too. I like to change. You know, if you find that you get bored with your planner, just get some different pages. All right. Okay, so now I'm going to put all of my pages in here because note taking, jotting things down is what I do. Okay, so that is my temporary set, my preliminary, how about that? My preliminary setup of my Franklin Covey Anna Binder. We have changed the rings inside from silver to gold, and it's very pretty, very pretty. We have inserted January through March by monthly pages. The monthly calendar, let's see. Okay, monthly calendar page, but the beginning of each month gives you where you can index. And, you know, they give you a guide of how to use it, but it's yours. Do it the way it's comfortable for you. Everybody's mind works differently. They provide you with a framework of how to use it, but don't feel like you have to stick to it. Don't feel like you have to stick to it. You can use priorities. You can use arrows. I do like to use a check mark. I don't like to line through my tasks because I like to look back through them. So I use a check mark when completed. I do use the arrow pointing to the right if I'm going to forward those to another day, but it just depends on how I feel. Just depends on how I feel. Okay? So you do the same. All right? So that is our Franklin Covey Anna Binder in Nostalgia Rose with our blooms pages. Okay. All right. I'll see you next time.